What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. Staying true to the last many weeks, Chromatic dished out a lot of upcoming features to Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Now, holy crap, it's so huge. There's so much stuff changing in the game. It's almost like it's converting into an entirely different game. A lot of people are making the comparison about how the game is going to feel vaguely like maybe the Nightmare days in Dungeon Defenders 2, which, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't think that really is that bad of a thought when you think about it. There is a ton of information. I'm going to go over, hopefully, most of what we missed today in a TLDW format, but I would encourage anyone that's got an extra hour to spend to watch the full dev stream. There will be a massive devlog coming out covering all of these changes to the features that are upcoming. However, it is so large and so many different departments involved with making it, this particular devlog is not going to come out until Monday. So we will get a blog post, but it's not yet, and we'll have more details on Monday. Let's just hop right on into it. There's a brand new UI coming. There's a new inventory system. There's new tooltips, new tooltip descriptions, descriptions on not only towers, but abilities, and a breakdown of what each individual thing does. Some stats are being changed. Agility is no longer going to be in the game at all. Agility currently is kind of a worthless stat, as you just way overcap it, as it caps out at 100. So agility is going to just naturally come, and as a character levels up, they will be at that maximum run speed by the time they get to level 50. So with this in mind, agility going away, this is really just barely scratching the surface as far as the stat changes that are upcoming. Skill and boost are going to be combined into one stat called ability, so it will govern your abilities in total. There's going to be a rework to how stats roll on items. Additionally, Chromatic has recognized that melee is just not very good in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, and ranged DPS just completely outclasses them. So melee weapons are going to get a crit opportunity. There's going to be crit chance, which is pretty obvious, and crit severity, which is your damage multiplier. This stat, or these two stats, are only going to drop on swords and polearms, and it should bring a little spice to the melee portion of Dungeon Defenders Awakened. And I think this is probably going to really convert very positively over to the rogue, no doubt about it. Now, as stats are changing, weapons are going to have damaging hero stats, armor and pets, or armor and some pets will have defense stats. So your armor sets are going to be about your defenses, and your weapons, of course, will be about your DPS. Now, in addition to this, there is a passive system getting added in. This is where people are reminiscing about the nightmare days of DD2. There's going to be passives dropping on gear. We don't know even just a few of them. Only a couple of them were gone over today. However, passives will now be a big part of the picture as well. Now, Rift mode is still going to be Rift mode. There's still going to be fusion gear, and there's also going to be other passives that relate to the fusion gear or the fusion damage element itself. Now, there will be a mixture of pets. They did say that defense stat will roll on some pets, and I think it's kind of obvious. The giraffe on a treadmill and a rock pet will be the defense stat pets, would be my guess. I think that's a pretty fair conclusion. Now, just a ton of changes. Like I said, this is just barely scratching the surface. Another thing that was heavily asked for, and another concern with a lot of folks, was what about the Rift sets, and what about having our heroes slotted now that we're going to have the addition of a DPS hero? Well, the hero deck is expanding. It's expanding out to 6. So you're going to be able to keep 6 heroes in your deck actively at all time. All 6 decks, or all 6 heroes, are going to earn experience, just like the 4 do now, except it will be multiplied by 6 instead of 4. Now, additionally, active hero or deck-related hero items, such as the builder bonus that we have now currently, is going to be split amongst the whole deck. So you're going to get that builder bonus to any hero in your deck. Now, this is just going to be a raw DPS increase of all of your towers out there. So without a doubt will be a huge power gain even in our current stuff. Now, remember, there will be items re-rolling, stat systems are changing, all your gear that you have now is going to get re-rolled or converted to the new system in some form. I'm going to guess that stats are not going to stay the same, and it's going to be a gamble with what you have now versus what it will be on the first day of the update launch. Now, what does this mean for right now? Well, I mean, play the game if you're having fun playing the game and still farm up the gear. But remember, if you farm up a lot of gear just to hold, you are relying on RNG. And additionally, remember as well that there is going to be higher qualities of gear as you get into the higher difficulty maps. Now, this means that everything we currently have now, with the exception of maybe a few weapons and pets, will probably be something we're going to want to replace down the road, without a doubt, as there's just going to be better stuff available. So with that in mind, if you are having fun playing now, you want to play the game and farm something, my suggestion would probably be farm weapons and pets. I think that is probably the best thing right now to farm out, and this video is only just touching on so much of the random information that was covered on the stream today. Now, make sure you check back on Monday. We're going to get the full organized Devlog from all of the developers and get each individual department in the mix contributing to make sure we get an absolute complete system. I know this is going to be a very, very lengthy blog post. There's no doubt about it, as there is just major features and systems changes incoming. So if there was anything important that I left out and you watched the stream earlier today, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and let others know something either cool or something you don't like that is incoming into Dungeon Defenders Awakened. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.